A collection of stitch memories is a community project of a series of textile art workshops with the members of the Ladies Club from Rathangan and Textile Artist Aideen Cross, myself. The club was founded in 2006 and now has 25 members in all. We were delighted to have 10 of the members of the ladies group participate in our textile project. They started the project with an introduction to hand and embroidery and applique work. The ladies then began to gather their treasured objects and memorabilia from home, which included lace, buttons, photos, old linen and even dolls, to use in their individual textile art pieces. The pieces are all very personal and with that can bring up some sad stories and memories. The project was not only about sewing, keepsakes or skills, but more about opening up conversation among the women about their fond memories, of history, reflecting on the past and present times and cultures too. Some of the ladies had some knowledge of sewing, while there was a discovering of new skills and experiencing creativity for others with the fabric and fibre. The weekly workshops at my studio in Rathangan were relaxed and fun, and the ladies stitched and talked with each other about life and living, sharing memories while embracing creativity. The project has also opened up opportunities for conversation at home with the ladies, with family and friends as they research their treasured items and memorabilia. The ladies enjoyed sharing their stories with each other, creating new friendships along the way and giving them a real sense of place in the community. The last session with the ladies was held at their meeting place at the local Ma's kitchen. All of the members there were present, and as we recorded each of the ladies talking about their textile art pieces and reminiscing about old family and friends and past events and cultures. The video documents the journey that the ladies took on this collection of stitch memories.
Well, what I done was I kept this night dress and dressing gown from the time I was in Our Lady's Bower, my boarding school in Athlone, and I shrunk it down. I remade it to fit Mirinda, which is this our generation doll.
Lovely.
That's her name, yeah, Mirinda.
Had your pattern then? Had your pattern for it?
No, I hadn't. I just had to kind of guide it on a rough level. If I had, it would have kind of turned out a little bit better.
Girl now out and shaped up the sleeves and the bodice and everything, had recut it herself.
Yeah.
And was very talented. Yeah.
I learned how to sew when I was Mum taught me how to sew a bit, and then I learned when I was in the Newbridge Vocational Training Centre with Care. Then I learned how to use machines properly, and I did home economics in school as well. That's the doll, yeah.
Huh?
Well, the doll I bought her new.
This is my piece.
That's lovely.
Beautiful.
Live life in full bloom.
Fantastic.
And I just thought I'd try it. Like, I haven't done any embroidery or anything like that before.
Was it stuck on?
It's embroidered on and sewn on. Yeah.
Now you're very modest. It's a combination of hand embroidery she had done and applique as well. So she brought in the fabric then from somewhere from home, wasn't
From
it?
home, yes, that I had. And the little bow here then is off my son's wedding invitations.
Oh,
You know, this part of the bow. And it just matches. It just matches. So I put that onto it.
very nice.
So
Lovely. Pride of place now.
yes, I put a little thing on it to hang it up, and I was proud of myself in a way, like, but I'd never done anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
And I'd always say, you know, not can't finish that, go get that. Can't. Is the thing. My granny was the sewer in our house. My mother knit, but my granny was the sewer, and she sewed everything, like, you know, and. She was, at one point in her life, she actually was a wardrobe mistress in the Olympia Theatre.
Oh, right.
It's coming out again then.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's not coming out again.
But it refreshed your memory about what she did, at least anyway. It's a little memory to touch
It's
the
a lovely
heart.
idea to do, yeah. I enjoyed it, yeah.
Brilliant. Well done.
Ever.
No, Deirdre.
And my meaning is my mother. She was the heart of the home. So I have home is where the heart is. Embroidered up there. Yeah, for my mother. And a home, the heart, and a picture of her. She loved pink. That's a little bit a corner of one of her scarves. And she always loved pearls. Yeah. So it's not. I hope to frame it.
Yeah.
I bought a frame, and Aideen said she'd help me to frame it, and I'm gonna hang it then.
Yeah, it was a lovely memory. It's a beautiful picture of your mum too.
She was the heart of the home. We were lucky to have her for so many years. Yeah, we were very lucky, and I said that would be a memory to always have and see. Rather than put away the scarf in the drawer, resurrected that, and said use it.
Yeah, but all your details in even the home where the heart is was on a recipe, isn't that it?
It's on one of our recipes.
That's right.
Yeah, Christmas cake recipe.
That's right.
Yeah, on a notebook.
That's right, where we stole it off that
and
brought it into
it's
something.
simple, but it means a lot. I
Yeah.
did a little bit years ago, but I never sewed. My mother was a sewer. She had a singer sewing machine. Yeah.
And what would she create it on that? What would
Stitching and
Mending dresses when you were small.
yeah, turned up dresses and hems mainly and things like that. Turning collars and shirts.
turning colours of shirts? That was a big thing. Yeah, of course, indeed. Yeah.
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 Was it?
Yeah, not the foot one, no, the hand one. Yeah. Yeah.
I had a foot machine. I can't use a hand.
Yeah.
I had a foot machine for years.
Yes.
I made all the kids' clothes when they were young.
No, Mary.
I copied a piece of embroidery belonging to my grandmother that I had. And it was on linen. And I traced it out and I embroidered it on this. Yeah,
It's a beautiful scene.
Yes,
Yeah, children.
I
playing.
always loved it, and I didn't really know what to do with
The frame is beautiful.
But yeah, I was delighted now.
Yeah, well,
really
it was some very
trusted
fine work, Mary, that you're after doing on that.
Well, I like crafts. I enjoy if anything
There you
handed
are.
down to us. You know, nobody wants it, and my aunt always gave it to me, thinking
Right.
I might mind it in her life. She'd no children,
Right.
and she looked after all the cousins. Every time any one of my mother's or sisters or brothers were going in to have babies or anything, she was called upon.
Yes.
So she was a huge figure, very bossy. She worked all her life.
You had to be.
She really had to be, but she had a heart of gold. But she was very strict.
Yes.
But she was wonderful, and as I said, in the end, now we all looked after. She died. When she died, all my cousins and myself, we were all there for her.
Yes.
Because she was always there for us.
Well, there you are.
So it just means an awful lot to me. I'm absolutely thrilled to have it.
Yeah. Well, that's lovely.
No, I don't know. I said to Aidan, I don't know. It was just a couple of pieces of linen that were given to me.
And were they on it?
These are. I traced.
Yeah, it was a beautiful little old-fashioned scene.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
Good sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now put this away. What else?
You wouldn't find that then. Lots of precious things, and I picked a few that meant a lot to me.
Yeah,
Hold it up there now.
I might have taken the easy way out of putting it onto the red piece.
Yeah.
But the medal there is belonged to my father, the Sodality, the old Sodality, 54 years old.
Confraternity or whatever.
Yes, 54 years old. My mother had wonderful hands, and she did a lot of crochet and knitting and sewing, and she used to do the little rosettes for the girls doing their Irish dancing.
Beautiful. It's a
So
lovely
I had
memory
two of
too.
those left, and that was a set of table mats she did one Christmas for me years and years ago. And my sister was the sewer. Now she'd sit with my mother, but I'm afraid I was gone all the time. So
What's that? Little pocket.
they were
Yeah.
precious to me. I read the proclamation when we were 50 years 1966.
I don't know, don't look at
Yeah,
that.
it's 1966. So there were 2 stamps of James Conway that I had done. And they're probably worth a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
so
stitch them in.
There'll be a race for them when you die.
You made little pockets for them.
Yeah, Aideen showed me how to make the little pockets. And that's a picture of the old house on the Kildare Road. My granny Coffey. Yeah, 2 generations back.
Who's up here?
And I had very few photos of my mother and I just together. There was nearly always children in it, or way back.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's one particular one I had and seen as that's her brooch.
That's
One of her Irish little Irish brooches. And I'm a keeper too.
Yeah.
I keep a lot of things that mean a lot. Now my mother had. I enjoyed you and the little decoration of my own wedding cake. So that's just. I think you're never really gone once you've got your immortality. Because we spoke so much about our parents when we were doing this and our sisters and whatever, Deirdre's mother and Hilary's. I think they were so alive and we're doing this and the way we were speaking does the same.
Exactly.
On the road. She loves sewing and well, there was only 2 of us in it, so she a lot of time, I suppose, too. But she knitted, she crowed, she did everything. The house was always full of cakes this time of the year.
And she really taught all the kids too on the road.
She taught all the girls along the road how to crochet.
Absolutely, she taught all, showed all the girls how to
Lovely memories.
The house, you couldn't get around women
with the kids.
And that's what they spent their time at.
Yeah.
Television. She's so proud. I wouldn't like to say anything.
She would.
She'd be looking at my big stitching.
Well, all good memories. And thank you very much, Kate.
That's my sister, her older sister Nora, who was like a second mum to her, the family. My mother would be talking all about these, they made their own dresses and all that kind of thing. But Nora Singer was very gifted with her hands. So 2 generations later then, when this little girl arrived, I didn't decide, her mum decided I think we'd call her Nora. Because Nora had died at 28.
That's lovely.
So she's in Australia in Perth and she's quite gifted with sewing and design and everything.
Yeah, it showed me some things. She's self-taught, isn't she?
She's self-taught.
And she did fantastic
she's an old
work.
soul, I'd say.
Yeah, she's only starting though.
Yes.
She's starting to bloom, and as I say,
Oh yes,
which
loads
is great.
of material.
She's
She
talented.
redesigns all her own clothes. She could be.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is carried on to the next generation.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Quite amazing.
Yeah, it'll be nurtured, I'm sure.
I like the joke she took after me, but that is a joke.
Stitch memory piece there with us as well in the workshop. How did you find it now?
Well, it brought back memories of doing a bit of embroidery in school.
Right.
I would never have dreamt of sitting down and doing embroidery again.
And would that be in primary school or secondary school now?
I think it was primary
Primary school.
with Sister Azari.
Right, and were you where were you at school now in Rathangan?
Sister Assumpta, I think I might have done. I was in Rathangan and then I went to...
And you enjoyed doing it then?
I enjoyed it and it was lovely meeting up with the ladies.
Meeting up with the ladies and having the chat.
And having the chat.
Having the chat every week. Oh, well, that's great. Well done to you. That's a beautiful piece you've
And it's nice
produced.
to have.
And where do you keep it now?
I have it on the back of an armchair in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Where I can see it.
Again, stitched memories and
Stitched
memories and keeping it alive. That's
Yes.
brilliant. Well done. Thanks, Olive.
Thank you.
Your stitched memory piece, which is beautiful. Maybe you just describe just your process and what your memories are of your piece there, if you can.
Well, lady, this piece is an old tray cloth and I have a little poem written on it, and this poem means a lot because one of the last times I stayed with my mother, which is here, she loved writing out little verses, and she wrote this and I kept it and I traced it onto this, and it says, "Today is a gift, and that's why it's called the present." And there she is, and the rest is, it said, "Life is not a race but a journey to be savoured each step of the way." So that's what's put there now, and that's her.
Yeah.
And that's a little linen hanky she had, so we put that on it.
So
that's one of her last birthdays. She was 97 there.
God bless her. Isn't she great?
That's really what I said. This was embroidery from her in the olden days, so it's a little bit threadbare, but it's precious.
Yeah, but it's her handwriting, and it's just keeping her memories alive, I suppose, and literally something. And have you ever done any embroidery or stitching before, or never?
First
Right.
time I sat a sewing machine was here with you. I'm left-handed, so it's very awkward for trying to learn. You don't know which hand to hold the needle in.
So we had new skills developed, I suppose.
I don't know whether it's stitching or embroidery, but it looks good. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, well, it's stitched memories anyway, one way or the
That's
other,
exactly
certainly
what it
indeed.
is, yeah.
Thank you, Mary.
Good.
Well done.
Oh, 4 corners at the head.
Well, you're doing well for someone who's only started today.
Did
you not? New experience for you.
I checked to see why the prices were huge.
Do it.
So we got a good group rate. And
Sewing machines now and then. That's the last thing I'd ever need to buy.
That's the one you done.
You never know.